Well, the time has come. That's right, I am tearing down the subscriber-built aquarium. It was a fun little project we did together. The channel was pretty new at the time, and I do appreciate those that joined in on this project and kind of jump-started this channel. It was one of the first videos that really started to gain some subscribers. You guys had a lot of fun with it, and so did I. But as you know, I haven't really been doing too many updates on it. It just kind of sits here. So let's take a look at it one final time, show you pretty much why I decided to tear it down instead of refresh it. And well, then we'll tear it down and see what's still in there. So the first of three reasons why I want to disassemble this aquarium as opposed to just rejuvenate it is I've been battling this algae for a long time. We'll start down here at the bottom. There's a little bit of this kind of fuzzy hair algae that I can never get out of the soil. I don't know why. It just really loves to grow there. As we scroll up a little bit, you can see that the moss has now overgrown and been infested with the algae. Now, this is partly my fault, not really doing too much maintenance on it, I'll be honest with you. Just kind of let nature do its thing, but you know, it's just kind of full. It sits here. The plants are doing good, the stems are all right, but the algae is always present and just doesn't look very nice. I don't like looking at it anymore. And since you guys never see it because I don't do any updates, why keep it around? Also on this first note, there are some CPDs in there, but I never see them. You don't either because they never come out. So I want to put them in an aquarium where I get to see them and enjoy them for their beautiful colors. The second reason I decided to disassemble the aquarium is because I have to completely drain it anyway. And the reason I have to drain it is because I have to move it because, as you see here, the office/fish room looks a little bit emptier than you are used to seeing it. I would imagine you're familiar with this room, and the rack that this aquarium sits in is going to move to this wall over here where the desk is currently. So I need to drain everything all the way down, make things as light as possible so I can shuffle them around. And I just decided, you know, I have some new ideas for some different aquascapes. This tank would be perfect for it due to its height. And so I'm going to disassemble it. We can do something fresh and new. I'll still keep you guys involved though. This will always be the subscriber built aquarium. And the final reason that I want to disassemble this aquarium is I'm working on a new plant project. Plant propagation, that is. And I need some of these beautiful stem plants here because I want to grow them out so that we can sell them and make a little money to support the channel and do other cool aquascapes. I want the plants that are in here, and that is the final reason that I've decided to disassemble the aquarium. So if that's all the info you needed, you can go ahead and click off the video. But if you want to kind of see what goes on with the disassembly, see how many fish we still have left. I mean, I literally never see them, so I have no idea. We started with 8 CPDs. We had some blue shrimp that I put in there. I did pull a bunch of those out and put them in the fish bowl behind me right here. So there's not going to be too many blue shrimp in there. Don't get scared if you're familiar with this aquarium. Anyway, let's get in there. Let's tear it down. Let's see what we got for livestock there. You never know with this stuff. There could be 100 CPDs in there. Who knows? So let's get in here, pull all the moss and stuff out. Well, let's just tear it down. Watch if you want to. If not, I appreciate you guys for being involved in this aquarium. All right, let's tear it down. All right, I think at this point here, I'm gonna have to drain some water out so I can slide the tank out a little bit. I wanna pull this entire hardscape out, the Anubias mounted to it or grown and stuck to it. So the easiest thing to do is gonna be drain some water, slide the tank out a little bit, and then we can get this hardscape out, put the tank back, check on livestock. All right, most of the water is drained out here, as you can see. Let me see if I can get this aquarium out on the floor temporarily so we can get the hardscape out. All right, not too many issues there. Let's pull the hardscape out and make sure we don't have any shrimp or something stuck to it. Should come out pretty much in one piece. It is trying to break apart a little bit, so I guess I will just break it apart. That way I can check, make sure we don't have any creatures on there. This piece of Anubias is already coming off. The roots have grown right down into the rock. That's pretty cool. There, maybe some light will help you see a little bit better. See the roots just growing right in the rock. They're actually attached. All right, continue to pull this thing apart here. Piece of spider wood, the glue separated. So if you're new to the channel, you didn't see how this was built, now you kind of get to see how it was built. It was built in pieces, like any other aquascape, I guess. It was dragonstone and spider wood was what made this up. Trying not to drop anything in case a fish goes under there. Piece of dragonstone here with some Anubias on it. You may be able to see on the left there's a little white bucket there. I am putting all of these plants in that white bucket and all of the hardscape just in case there's like a little creature on there. All right, one last little piece here. Pull some of these roots out so it doesn't get caught up in the net. Got a little crypt here. I see one shrimp. Now again, I did try and pull all of the blue shrimp out of here. I knew it was not going to get them all. So we do have at least one shrimp in there. All right, I've got the water pretty much drained all the way down. It's cleared up a little bit. Going to be hard for you guys to see, but there's a couple of shrimp in there and I see 5 CPDs. So I know that when we put the CPDs in there, a couple of them did not look so good. They came from an overseas breeder. That kind of happens sometimes. What I'm going to try and do is get these 5 CPDs in this little shrimp net, and then I'm going to transfer them directly into their next home because the water temps are all the same and I use RO water in all of my aquariums. So it might be some parameter differences, but not really enough to make that much of a difference. Fortunately, they like to school together. I think there's 5 in there. All right, well, let's get them up. You can follow me over to the next home. So apparently I did not hit record when I transferred the fish. So most of you will recognize this aquarium if you've been on the channel for a while. This is Dragon Valley 2.0. Sneak peek of an update there. Looking pretty good. And we got our CPDs in here, which are looking much better together here in this aquarium. Their schooling action will help them with their stress because they're all kind of suffering together, I suppose. But they should look great in this aquarium. Right now, they've just gone to the bottom and they're going to sit there and just kind of get used to what's going on. We'll, of course, give you an update later on in the video here to make sure that they're still doing good. All right, so the only thing left in here is a couple of Blue Dream shrimp. They are Neocardinas. I've already transferred most of them, like I said, into this shrimp bowl up here, and they seem to be doing really well in there. They like the still water. So I'm just going to catch the rest of them out of this aquarium here. You can maybe see one right at the front, kind of cruising along the glass. All right, it's been about another hour or so. I have cleaned up the aquarium over here. As you can see, it is empty. We'll check on the inhabitants that were in there, starting with the Blue Dream shrimp. Going to be kind of hard to see these guys. Filming in a fish bowl is very difficult. Cameras don't like to focus, but there's a couple of them there. Maybe it'll focus on the back. Yeah, maybe you can see the little shrimp party going on back there. Everybody's having a good old time. I assure you, this is going to be a thriving little shrimp breeding bowl. And for our CPDs here that are in Dragon Valley 2.0, for those new to the channel, Dragon Valley 1.0 is right above it. Look for those videos way back in the channel. But I'm going to set back a little bit so as to not scare them. See if we can zoom in, and there they are over here on the right-hand side. They've got their color back. They are doing pretty good. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Yeah, here we can see they're swimming about, kind of exploring. It hasn't really been that much time, but now you see why I wanted to transfer them. I don't think they're going to hide too much. If they do get scared, they do have hiding places. I know it's a shy fish. They can hide back there behind the rockwork, but as you see, they're already out and about swimming around. The flow kind of comes out right there, so they like to sit in the flow, get a little exercise maybe, but they seem to be doing great. Let's get in just a wee bit closer. There, now we can see those pretty fish the way they were intended to be seen, with their beautiful little speckled colors and stuff. So I'm very happy to have them in this aquarium. It's much better for me, probably not better for them, to be honest. They really did enjoy hiding amongst all the plants in their old aquarium. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the subscriber build aquarium. Again, thank you guys so much for participating if you did back in the day. And we're going to do something pretty cool in this next one, so stay tuned. Again, subscribe if you're new. Hit all the buttons to support the channel. Nothing much else left to say. I'm going to keep working on this fish room. I'll see you guys on the next one.